This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Glad to be back. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Big show coming up today. Before we get started, though, today we were supposed to have Senator Steve Daines. Something came up out in D.C., so he had to reschedule. But we'll get him on here in the next few days, Senator Steve Daines. Still waiting on Governor and Senate candidate Steve Bullock to join the show, but he appears to be too scared, honestly. But anyway, we still have a big show today on a Wednesday. Kyle Mihelish will join us, the Capital football coach. We'll chat about the big win last week, as well as the big game coming up this week. Are they preparing for Caden Hewitt for Helena High? We have not heard how Caden Hewitt is doing after a big hit last week at Sentinel. Hopefully the kid's all right. I mean, it was a good, clean hit, but Dexter Tedesco's a good quarterback. So who are they preparing for, and how do the Bruins plan on winning on Crosstown Friday night? It's going to be cold. Also on this day in history coming up, and a whole lot more. We're also going to go through the Treasure State Media Poll, which came out today. All right, so let's get started, shall we? You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, listen, Podbean, Network One Sports. You can go to jasonwalkershow.com. New email address as well. You can email jason at jasonwalkershow.com. Pretty easy, huh? Just remember that, jason at jasonwalkershow.com. You can always tweet and Facebook us too. Our daily COVID update is for the state of Montana. 624 new cases, now over 24,712. 275 deaths. 15,085 recovered, 9,352 active cases, 345 currently in the hospital. Yellowstone County, 1962, Flathead, 1362, 750 Cascade, 622 Glacier, 651 Missoula, 457 Lewis and Clark, 410 Gallatin, 428 Roosevelt, 334 Hill, and numbers just keep going up. Bighorn's up to 236 again. It'd been doing better, but anyway. So there is your daily COVID update. Speaking of COVID, Butte Central football has had to cancel 3 football games basically the rest of the season. They announced Monday that due to a positive test of COVID, the final 2 varsity games against Columbia Falls for this Friday, as well as next week against Stevensville, have been canceled. A freshman game 2 days ago was canceled too, but 2 varsity final football games are canceled. So Central, what did they have? 4 games canceled this year because of the COVID. So tough news, tough. So yesterday we didn't do a show, and we were supposed to be. Well, I was in Bozeman. As I literally got into Bozeman. So we were supposed to go down and do the Belgrade at Bozeman girls volleyball match last night. Was looking forward to it. Got some great stories on some great kids, and I was really looking forward to working with SWX Montana along with Alex Eshelman, the sports reporter down in Bozeman. And literally as I pull into town, I was 30 seconds off of the interstate onto 19th, and got a call that somebody in the production crew had been in close contact with somebody who had COVID, so the whole production was scrapped because you don't know. And it was the right call. It's a tough call, but it was the right call. So was really looking forward to doing volleyball last night. But we'll get another chance. I do know SWX Montana has asked me to come do some hockey this year. We did some hockey last year. It was a lot of fun. Great crew to work with. And that's the other part about, this COVID deal. My dad just got over it. My son was quarantined as a close contact. He tested negative. My brother was just tested today, waiting on his results. And then last night, I know most of that production crew. So hopefully they're all okay because I've worked with them. And it's a great crew. So looking forward to working with them for hockey and much more. But we'll be back on SWX Montana and appreciate them reaching out. It's always a good time to work with all of them for sure. No doubt about that. So love that crew. What else? So last night, Capital Volleyball was supposed to be breaking a record. And then Billings Gazette started doing some looking, 406mtsports.com, and it appeared, and does appear, that the record that was a record breaker is now just a record tire. So Billings Senior won 66 consecutive. In the MHSA record book, it says 65. But Senior had won its first game of the 2010 season, but didn't submit that as part of its record. So the official MHSA record is 65 for the Class AA. But the unofficial official record is 66. So Capital last night tied, which we thought they did Friday, actually last night tied the official record, which is unofficial. Does any of this make sense to you? Chris Peterson did a great job in 406mtsports.com breaking it down. He spoke with MHSA Executive Director Mark Beckman, and Beckman said, basically, look, if Senior goes back 10 years and says, here's the paperwork for that win, then they'll verify it and change the record books. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't been updated on that MHSA website. So, look, I get it. They're short-staffed. They can pay me. I live right here in town. They can pay me to keep all these record books. I would gladly do it. So Capital now will be going for its outright record on Saturday. They swept last night, which, they're 11-0. This is a great volleyball team. But the unofficial, official record. So there it is. It's crazy. So in that last paragraph, though, Chris, I think Chris wrote this one, did he? Yeah, Chris, and he's a great writer. But so he says, quote, if they win Saturday, quote, they will have unofficially won more consecutive volleyball matches than any team in Class AA history, end quote. But if they win Saturday, it's official for sure, right? We know Seniors is 66. So anything more than that is just gravy for the record. But it's all nuts, man. It's all crazy. But that's just a good volleyball team. Fantastic volleyball team. And they'll play Saturday to wrap up the regular season. There is soccer going on right now. In fact, the Helena High girls here in town taking on Hellgate, and a chance to go to the state championship match. And I think it's still scoreless. Hellgate leads 1-0 in the 37th minute, it appears. So Hellgate's up 1-0. Now, Hellgate beat Helena in Helena a few weeks ago, 3-1. So the semifinal winner will play Glacier, who advanced yesterday. Glacier will play in its first state championship girls soccer match, which is scheduled, I think, for Saturday, but probably would get moved to next week based on weather forecast. They did that with the boys' game. Hellgate at Bozeman was supposed to be Saturday. They moved it to next Wednesday. And this is like the seventh consecutive season that the Hellgate boys are going to play for the state championship. Them at Bozeman, since 1991, unbelievable how many times they've been in it. But the Helena High girls trailing 1-0 right now to the Hellgate girls. Carmen Anderson found the back of the net. We'll keep you updated on that one. It's now at the half, 1-0. So there you go. All right, so speaking of that soccer match, they moved it. It was originally scheduled for yesterday, but they moved it to today, and it was going to be played at East Helena because East Helena has turf. Now, remember, Helena got some snow over the weekend. They weren't sure if it was going to be gone or not. So it was at East Helena. They moved it back to the airport fields. Was it Siebel? And so they're playing on its home turf, Helena and Hellgate. And this just goes to emphasize the fact that the city of Helena, not the city of Helena, but the people in the city of Helena, for years have rebuked a need for new turf and stadium renovations at Vigilante. And look, it needs to happen. Helena is the only AA city, Helena and Capital, the only schools, but the only city in AA in the state of Montana without turf. Billings has it, Missoula has it, Bozeman has it, Kalispell, Great Falls, Butte. Did I mention Billings? I think so. Helena does not. And it needs turf. I think even Belgrade has turf now. You look at just a couple miles to the east of us, East Helena, and then down in Lockwood as well. Beautiful turf facilities. Beautiful. It would be nice to have some turf. The track, now it didn't happen anyway because of COVID, but the 2020 track state meet, AA, was supposed to be held in Helena. They had moved it then to, I think, Missoula, but then it got canceled because of COVID. But it was moved originally because Vigilante's track is terrible. The whole facility over there is terrible. The grass field gets torn up because you got middle schoolers on it all the time. And football teams. I mean, it's getting its use. But it's grass, and this time of the season, it gets tore up pretty good. City of Helena and its people need to figure out a plan to get turf and a new track at Vigilante and remodel that press box. Holy cow, is it just terrible. One of the worst press boxes you'll ever be in. And as a media person, you rely on nice facilities. Now, you don't always get them, i.e. Northern, pre-new stadium, i.e. Western. You know, and yeah, you get spoiled at Nelson Stadium, but then you go to Southern Oregon, pretty decent press box. It hangs off the roof, though, of the stadium, which is kind of eerie, because when the wind or the wind blows or the stadium starts rocking, you feel like you're heading, right over on your face. And it's high up there. Eastern Oregon is pretty good. College of Idaho is okay. Tech is terrible. But even in high school, you look at Memorial Stadium, very nice press box. Bozeman's is new, which is good. It used to be bad. Naranchi for visiting radio, not great because they put you up on the roof of the concession stand. So you get all the elements. And I've not been to Kalispell or Missoula in their press boxes. Billings is not great. High school or at Dallas or at Rocky. But Helena needs turf, man. Got to have it. Got to have it. There's Class B and Class C schools that have turf. There's no reason for the city of Helena not to have a turf football stadium. And that's not even counting Nelson. I mean, Carroll wants, turf and lights. But good luck with that. We'll get Kyle Mihelish's thoughts on turf when we hear from him coming up in a few minutes. Also going to give you a Treasure State media polls on this day in history coming up, and the walk-off as well. And again, don't forget, you can weigh in anytime you want. You can email us. The new email address is jason@jasonwalkershow.com. You can Facebook us, tweet us, get a hold of us any way you want. You can even call into the show. And we'll chat about whatever you want to talk about. Steve Daines, the senator, had to reschedule, so we will not talk to him today, but we will get him on the next few days. And if anybody wants to reach out to Steve Bullock, he still has an open invitation to come on. I've reached out to his media people. I've reached out online. I've reached out to the governor. The dude's chicken to come on, and that's fine. He's scared. That's fine. His loss, not mine. But come on, Stevie B. I'd love for you to come on the show. We'll chat. It'll be civil. All right. We'll take a break. When we come back, we are going to check in with Kyle Mihelish. Big win last week over Hellgate at home. They held senior night and also got a big game coming up this week. They are in the playoffs, but they would like to enter the playoffs on a win. And how they get that win over the crosstown rival Helena High, Coach Mihelish will tell us next. Jason Walker Show coming right back, presented by Capital Collision Center.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Jason Walker here, and I want to tell you about a great place that's going to make you feel better in just an hour. Ocean Spirit Massage. From deep tissue to hot stone and more, Ocean Spirit Massage will get your sore, tired muscles feeling like new. Whether you overdid it working out, hiking the hills, playing golf, whatever it is, or even if you're pregnant, you will walk away feeling better than you have in years. Book now for yourself or make it a couples massage. And gift certificates are always available as well. Visit oceanspiritmassage.com or call 417-0542. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage Team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Jason Walker Show on a Wednesday, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana Law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Why? Well, because not only because I said so, and because it's Montana Law that says you can, but the customer service is unbeatable. It's unmatched. You're never, ever, ever going to get anything better. When I had my truck in there for a while, most of July, in fact, all of July, after getting hit and T-boned, the text messages I got, like I said, the customer service, they were there from step one to the end and still now checking in to see how things are going. So choose Capital Collision Center. All right, we're going to go through the Treasure State media polls coming up. And On This Day in History is on the way. Tomorrow we talk to Scott Evans, the Helena High coach, ask how Caden Hewitt's doing. We got our predictions coming up on Friday. That will include Crosstown here in the Queen City. But we want to get to our first guest. Oh, by the way, if you're just tuning in, Steve Daines, the senator, was supposed to be joining us today. Something came up last minute, had to reschedule. We'll get him on here in the next few days. Could be next week, but he will. He's a man of his word. He will come on, and we'll talk to the senator. And like I said, if you or anybody knows Steve Bullock, and go ask him, why are they ignoring my response to come on the show or invitation? Why are they not responding? Check in, maybe. All right, there's a big football game coming up this week in Helena. It's Crosstown. It's the final regular season game, and we're all glad we made it to this point. It's going to be cold, but that's okay because the kids are playing football. And to join us now to chat about it is the head coach of the 3-3 Capital Bruins, Kyle Mihelish, on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, another very nice win for you guys last week, Coach. It seems that the offense is really starting to click these last few weeks.
Yeah, the offense, we jump out to a 14-0 lead. One of them was kind of got a bad punt on Hellgate's side of things. But then we're able to punch it in. I mean, we get the first score in under a minute. And then the offense moved the ball. I mean, when we win football games, the offense, they move the ball, they score points, we help them out, and it's a good formula. Hopefully we can keep that going.
You mentioned last week getting Dylan Graham back was going to be huge, and he was.
Yeah, he's a difference maker for us. I know, sometimes you see guys pop out on screen or even during a game, and he's that guy for us right now.
What makes him pretty special?
Well, he sees the holes well. He follows his blocks. He does what he's coached to do. But he has another gear that other kids don't have. I mean, once he hits the hole, it's a burst.
Yeah.
So when he gets out in that open field or he gets past the first level, it's he can get 7-8 yards or he can get 30 yards.
It was there was a couple of plays I saw last week on video where he was just, I mean, as soon as he hit the hole, he was gone.
Yeah, and that's stuff you don't necessarily teach. Obviously, you talk about it, but kids have a burst. Some kids have a burst, and some kids don't. But we are blessed to have three really solid running backs, and Cozy and DeRozier and Graham. So that's a nice little weapon for us there.
And then, of course, when you add in a wide receiver like Tom Carter, who not only can catch them, but he can run them too. That helps.
No, yeah, Tom's come a long way in the last couple of weeks. I think he kind of struggled the first 2 to 3 weeks, and to me, that's expected. I mean, he's a sophomore, and you're not playing freshman football anymore. You're not playing small fry football anymore. You're playing against man, and you're playing against strong physical kids, and you have to match and or exceed their physicality, and Tom's done a good job the last couple of weeks of kind of settling into his game.
Your defense has really settled in too, and that's something that's been more consistent, I think, than the offense maybe this year. But the defense at Capital is traditionally good, and once again, you've got another strong team on that side of the ball.
Well, no, those kids work hard. I mean, we got a good, solid group of kids. Coach Mahanan, myself, and Carter and Furlong talked this summer, thinking, I think we're going to be pretty good defensively. And, we've put ourselves in some situations where we gave up some points, but, it's kind of like shooting yourself in your own foot, and you're kind of creating your own problems for yourself. But fundamentally, they're sound. Schematically, they understand what we're trying to do. They fly around. They're smart kids. They communicate. I've said this before this year. They're just this whole group is just a fun group to coach.
Kyle Mihelish, our guest here, Jason Walker Show, Capital football coach. And now you got Crosstown this week. You already are in the playoffs, so that doesn't really matter. There's some seeding on the line, but again, you're heading on I think you'll be heading on the road no matter what. But this is a big game, and not only obviously the city bragging rights, which we talk about every year, but you want to prove to these guys that, hey, we can beat a real good football team like the Bengals.
No, Helena High is a good football team. If we get this one, it's a great effort by our kids. They're a solid football team on both sides of the ball. Special teams are solid. They got a lot of kids. They got a lot of weapons. They have some size. But yeah, our guys are excited for it. They know what's online. They know what's at stake. We're in the playoffs, so there's not a lot of pressure there. I told them this week we go into this one. We don't have anything to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just play loose. Let's play enthusiastically. Let's play with some emotion, and let's just go out and have fun.
Let's start with their offense and how you play defense against it, because almost opposite of you, where they like to throw the ball a little bit more. They can run it as well, but it all depends on if Caden Hewitt plays. And I'm not sure the story there yet, but he was dinged up pretty good last week. But what have you heard, and who are you preparing for?
Well, we're preparing for both. We're preparing for Hewitt, and we're also preparing for Tedesco, Dexter. I know he can't throw the ball like Hewitt does, but there's not a lot of drop-off when Dexter goes in because he's such an athletic kid. Watching that Sentinel film, I mean, he can run the ball. He's managing the offense. I know, just like everybody, they just kind of ran into a buzzsaw with that Sentinel defense. I've heard both things, and I'm not investigating it. We're preparing for both guys. Like if Hewitt's going to play, and or Tedesco, We kind of got a couple different things we're looking at as far as, they may run the ball a little more with Tedesco. And obviously if Hewitt's playing, they're going to check it around a little bit. But I hope the kid's okay. He took it wasn't a malicious hit, but he took a pretty solid hit, and I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was clean. It was hard and bad. Anytime someone gets knocked out of a game, not good. Obviously you want to play the best to beat the best. Defense or offensively, their defense is so good. And I said last week, before the Sentinel game, I thought maybe their front seven might be the best in the state. They got exposed a little bit, but like you said, everybody against Sentinel's been exposed. But offensively, what can you do against their D? Because it is good.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to be real fundamentally sound up front. I mean, I know they're going to get theirs, but we got to make sure that we don't turn Swearell loose. I mean, that kid is the real deal for a Swearell junior. I think he's listed at like 5'10", 235. But he plays defensive end, and he havoc. And I'm watching him against Sentinel. They got one of the better teams in the state. He just kind of abuses their right tackle, and he does it all day long. And he's in the backfield. He's attacking the quarterback. He's making tackles for loss. But like you said, their front seven is solid with the Evans boys, and then with 32, Ben Swanson. I mean, their linebacker core, and obviously accompanied by the front four. They're probably one of the better ones in the state. And their secondary is pretty solid as well. I mean, they're very athletic.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It'll be a fun matchup because I see a lot of similarities in both teams. And of course, it's crosstown. It's going to be cold. It's going to be probably a little frozen on that tundra over at Vigilante. It'd be nice to have some turf right about now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice to have. My son gets to play in the Small Fry Championship game out in East Helena on Saturday night, so we get to see what turf looks like in Lewis and Clark County.
I'm actually, that was part of my open today was how we, as voters in the city of Helena, need to get Vigilante some turf. So,
that'd be great.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I think with COVID hitting us here, I don't think anybody's going to dig too deep into their pockets right now. But it would be great in the future to get something going over there.
Definitely would. Hey, Coach, it is National Reptile Awareness Day. Do you like reptiles, and what's your favorite?
I'm not a reptile guy. I've always wondered why someone would be.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
The only I guess experience I would have with reptiles is when I was growing up. In a couple summers in college, I worked for the Lewis and Clark County weed spraying department, and we would spray Lewis and Clark County. And when you're down in those ditches, you'd maybe run into a rattlesnake or a bull snake, and those were not very good experiences.
So
I know I was quick on the trigger, so they had some Tordon sprayed on them. So I was quick on the trigger and running as fast as I could.
I like that.
Other than that, no experience with reptiles, and nor do I want.
No. So if the kids if the kids come home and say, "Hey," Merritt comes home and says, "Dad, I want to get a fish," or a snake, you gonna let him?
No. I always tell him. When you're paying your own bills, you can get whatever you want.
But no snakes in the house?
No snakes in the house.
I like that. I'm there with you. Snakes are snakes. I don't care if it's a water snake or a python. They look the same to me.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hey, good luck this weekend. Stay warm on the sideline. The good thing about having to wear a mask is your face won't look frozen, so it'll be good.
Yeah, we'll have some facial protection. And, that hasn't been too bad this last week. Throw the mask on and your face stays a little bit warmer. So
right, yeah.
There's a positive to the mask wearing.
Hey, appreciate the time. We'll talk to you next week. Good luck this week, Coach.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Jason.
Kyle Mihelish on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. He is so fun. Love talking with him. I love talking with, and I've said this multiple times on this show, I love talking with the coaches. The coaches are so good across the state. So much fun to talk with. And once you get to know them, and I've known Mihelish for a while and Evans for a while, so once you get to know them, it's just good stuff. You can ask them about snakes and videos and things. It's awesome. So big game, 7:00 on Friday night, and it's supposed to be, I think, 27 with like a 61% chance of snow on Friday on kickoff. So 64% chance of snow, 27 at kickoff on Friday night for Crosstown. And then it's supposed to snow basically all weekend. So, yeah, fun stuff. It could be a good game. And if Hewitt doesn't play, does that change predictions? Or if he does play, will he be 100% or even I mean, that was a hellacious hit he took. And it was clean. But he got hit good. And, he'll be okay, I hope. We hope he's going to be okay. And I haven't heard anything, so not hiding anything or not sharing something. I just haven't heard. So Helena High has just scored. It is 1-1 with 26 minutes to go in regulation of the state semifinal for girls soccer. Avery Kraft with the equalizer. Just got a message on Facebook. Yes, Sue, Hall's Bannon, the cheer coach at Capitol. She says a chilly cheerleading night ahead on Friday. No doubt. But that's why, you guys are prepared. You guys have the long pants and the jackets and stuff that they can wear on the sidelines. And I don't envy cheerleaders. Lots of standing around, freezing on Friday night. Can you guys get one of those? Sue, can you get one of those heaters to put on there? A couple on the sidelines. You'll have to see if A1 Rentals or get a couple of those on the sidelines for the girls, and for Helena High too. Right? Who's home and who's away? So who's going to be closest to the press box? Because they'll for sure have power. I don't know about the other side. I bet you can plug into that other, to the track press box, the track box, and get power on that side. You got two reserved. Love it. I love it. I hope Helena High cheer coach reserves heaters as well. So HHS is home. Thank you, Rachel. So Helena High is home. So they'll be on the north side and Capitol on the south side. Or is it east-west? I don't know. I don't know the direction. But that'll be a fun game. But heaters for the kids, for sure, need to be recommended. Thanks to Sue and Rachel. We have some great listeners. Viewers, both. We just have great fans of this show. Love you guys. Love you. Should be a great game. But bundle up. Seriously. And this is the one game you probably want the stands full, because then everybody's together. Take COVID out of the deal, but everybody then would be together and bundled up. But this is the one game of the year, though, I wish that the students could be there for both schools. The one game, but it's not going to happen. But it'll still be a good time. All right, we'll have predictions on Friday for that game. Very, well, so Sue, just don't bring a snake. He's your coach, Sue. Don't bring a snake. Wait till tomorrow. I'll see what Coach Evans of Helena High, if he was a reptile guy. I picture Coach Evans as a reptile guy. I think Coach Evans probably has that. He's like the circus guy that's got the snakes all crawling. I think Coach Evans is probably. We'll ask him tomorrow. He's probably a snake guy. I bet you like snakes. All right, we'll find out tomorrow. All right, coming up, we got your Treasure State media poll we're going to chat about. Also, let's see. Soccer, will keep you updated. It is 1-1. Helena High tied it. Let's see. Who has goals? Avery Kraft for Helena High and Carmen Anderson for Hellgate. So that's a good game. So if Helena girls win, they will host Glacier in the state championship. If Hellgate wins, they'll host Glacier. It will host Glacier. So, and I think I have a video or at least audio we're going to share. Matthew McConaughey, who never changes. We might share that coming up too. If you were awaiting Steve Daines, the senator. He was going to join us today. Something came up. I got the email last minute. He will reschedule either Friday or next week, and we'll get Senator Daines on. If you would like to hear from Steve Bullock, he's ignoring every avenue we've reached out. Emails, calls, social. He won't get back to us, nor will his people. So if you want him on, you got to reach out too. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. This last segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Coming right back with polls. That's what are on this day in history and more still to come. Jason Walker Show presented by Capital Collision Center.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
All right, final segment on a Wednesday, presented by Capital Collision Center here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. This segment brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark's amazing. If you follow him on Facebook, you know, but we've shared some of his pictures on the Jason Walker Show Facebook page too. But he's been out in the backcountry teaching a class, it looks like, and unbelievable photos. You can buy some of his photos, and if you do, mention the show, and you get 20% off. And also, if you book a family portrait package, any portrait package, mention the show, you would get a free 8x10 canvas or matte print. So there you go. All right. The Treasure State Media Poll came out today. Also going to keep you updated the final couple of minutes here on this soccer match going on. Helena and Hellgate. Hellgate is in the semifinals for the first time ever. So as good as the Hellgate boys soccer team has been for the last 30 years, the Hellgate girls not. And before we get to the polls, so I saw this guy today. Where's he from? What's he do? He works in Albuquerque. His name's Jeff, spelled G-off. It's always confused me. But the WAC, Western Athletic Conference, came out with this basketball schedule today, and he said, very unique hoops formatting. Includes back-to-back games at same site, capitalized, instead of home and homes. 2 teams play 2 times at one gym, Thursday, Saturday. So I messaged him back because I've seen this before this last few weeks, and it's not unique. The Frontier Conference literally did this, 2-3 decades ago. And they'll do it again this year. The only difference is they play legit back-to-back games Friday, Saturday. There's no need for the rest in between, people. And we brought this up last week here on the show on That's What She Said with Nicole Rigoni. For this schedule in the WAC, so they're going to travel Wednesday, play Thursday, take Friday off, play Saturday, and then come home Saturday night or Sunday. Well, if you do like the Frontier, you can leave, like the Frontier can leave Thursday, play Friday, Saturday, and you're home Saturday night or Sunday. With all these teams, the Big Sky's the same way, and the WAC. Leave Thursday, play Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday. You save a night in a hotel. You save a couple of meals, and the kids are staying in class, which is what they always say. We can't miss class time. You got a perfect example of not. And they're college kids. They can play back-to-back games. That's what they do at the conference tournaments. If you keep winning, you play back-to-back games. So, no, I mean, it's not a unique plan, and B, you don't have to play Thursday, Saturday. Like, literally change it up. All right. So what was I talking about? Oh, soccer real quick. Bengals, Knights, 1-1, 15 minutes to go. Winner goes to the state championship. All right. Treasure State Media Poll came out today. Again, proud to be a voting member of this. Class AA, it's basically my top 5. Sentinel, West, Senior, Bozeman, Helena. Although I had Glacier and Helena in a tie for 5, but Helena 5th. Class A, Hamilton, Billings Central, Dillon, Laurel, and Miles City. Class B, number 1, voted on by the media, Manhattan, Florence, Fairfield, Big Fork, and Malta. Class C, 8-man, Fort Benton, number 1, followed by Thompson Falls and Flint Creek. Those 3 are a combined 21-0. Park City in 4, Scobie 5. 6-man, you got Big Sandy, number 1, Shields Valley, Freud Lake, White Sulphur Springs, and then Hobson Moore, Judith Gap. So, pretty good poll there. I think we do another one next week, and then we'll do another one at the end of the championship season next month. And does the big game rifle season start this weekend? I think it does. So there you go. Wow. Seattle Storm just endorsed the Biden-Harris ticket, a very, very rare formal backing of a political campaign by a professional sports organization. You'll usually see a team or a players, owners individually, but not an entire team back a campaign. Wow. Oh, goodness. Okay. Fun stuff here. All right. If you want to, you can weigh in anytime. You can email us, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. And snow has started to fly. A little bit of flurry here in the Queen City. Yeah, it's going to snow tonight, and it's supposed to really snow Friday night, Saturday, and into Sunday. I know. And by the way, for the love of everything, until December 21st/22nd, anything we get between now and December is, no matter how much snow we get, no matter how cold it gets, it's a fall storm. It's still fall. It's not a winter storm until December 21st. Okay? So it's not a winter storm this weekend. It's a fall storm. It's winter-like, but it's not a winter storm until December through March. And then in March, it becomes a spring storm. And even if we get snow in July, which I've seen, or August, which we've seen, that would be a summer storm. And right now, it's a fall storm. Okay? That's just like when you say we're going to air some pet peeves. Maybe we'll open up the phone lines on Friday, too. Anyway, so that's a pet peeve. The other one is you can't say we about when you're talking about your favorite sports team. You don't play for them. Like, ever. Look, I worked for MSU Bobcats for 16 years. I didn't say we. You can't. I'm a fan. We didn't win in or lose. The team did, not us as fans. You can buy all the jerseys you want. You can give all the money you want. But you still never suited up and played. So you can't say we. Now, if you did, then it's different. If you played for that said team, then you can, unless you're in broadcasting, and then you cannot. Other pet peeves. What else we got? Oh, when you put on social media the losing score first, winning score always goes first. Winning score always goes first. It's literally like writing 101. Winning score goes first. Unless you put it like home team bottom, visiting team top, and then you put, the scores that way. But you can't just say, we lose 28-41. No. A, you didn't lose, and B, it was 41-28. Yeah, I think Friday we'll have to have a pet peeve day. Mine. Save yours up. You can call in and email, tweet, Facebook, all that on Friday. I think we'll do that. Let's see what else we got. We want to check. Oh, it's on this day. So today is October the 21st. It is Bra Day USA. Now, last week we had no Bra Day. Today is Bra Day USA. It is Hagfish Day. What the hell is Hagfish? It is Support Your Local Chamber of Commerce Day. It is Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. It should never be Pumpkin Day anything. Pumpkin's just disgusting. Reptile Awareness Day, as we talked about. We found out that Kyle Mihelish and I are not snake lovers. Medical Assistance Recognition Day. We talk about everybody on the front line, and they deserve all the credit, but some of those assistants do as well. And that includes people making appointments, people at the front desk doing check-ins. I've seen people be mean to them, and it's not nice. It's not their fault. Okay? On this day in 1964, the Braves would ask the National League to allow them to leave Milwaukee for Atlanta. It would be approved. Also in 1964, Bebe Bakila of Ethiopia would run a then world record 2:12:11.2 to beat Basil Heatley by more than 4 minutes to win the men's marathon at Tokyo. the first athlete to win the Olympic marathon twice. 1973 World Series, Oakland beats the Mets in Game 7 to hold on to the title. I think they won 3 in a row. 1975, Carlton Fisk hit his famous 12th inning home run, waving it fair. Remember him jumping down the sideline or the baseline? 1976, on this day, the Cincinnati Reds would sweep the Yankees in the 73rd World Series. The Red Sox, by the way, in 75 would lose to the Reds. 1928, happy birthday, Whitey Ford. Remember, he just passed away about 12 days ago. Cy Young Award winner in 1961. Baseball Hall of Famer, 10-time All-Star. Won 6 World Series championships with the Yankees. 1883, happy birthday, Alfred Nobel, Swedish chemist who invented dynamite and then founded the Nobel Prize. He died in 1896. But he was born on this date, 1833. Happy birthday if it is yours. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Walk-off is brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, 625 Euclid in Helena, also Bozeman and Billings. Unbelievable. We shared a picture on Facebook of their beignets from the other day. Holy, they look so good. And they just, like, I had just eaten breakfast, but I saw the beignets Saturday, and I'm like, we should go get some because they're so good. Great Zydeco, or Cafe Zydeco, but great Cajun food, and it's the best this side of the Mississippi. There's no question about it. Outside New Orleans, Cafe Zydeco has the best. Fox, by the way, TV averaged 9.195 million viewers for Game 1 of the Dodgers-Rays last night. Lowest audience yet, ever, for a World Series game. The last time that a World Series game drew fewer than 10 million viewers, Phillies-Rays, Game 3 in 2008. That was on a Saturday night, had 9.836 million. Last night, 9.195 million. Still more than the NBA. Like more than double NBA. But here's why, in part. It's because the Rays have no true fans. Tampa Bay there's no true fans. Because they're all implants to Tampa and to the old folks, the senior circuit. And then the other reason is most people are just tired of the Dodgers. This is their third trip to the World Series in 4 years. They're going to, hopefully lose it again. But they've done nothing about whine about the Houston Astros. Oh, Houston cheated when they beat us. No, you guys cheat too. You just didn't get caught. And Houston did it better than anybody. So don't give me any of that crap, Dodger fans. And they're just arrogant. Just Dodger fans are they're jerks, right? You know what I'm talking about. All right. Thanks to Kyle Mihelish today. Senator Steve Daines will reschedule. He had something big come up, it sounded like, out in D.C., so we'll get him on either Friday or sometime next week. But Senator Daines will join us. And if you want Senator candidate Governor Steve Bullock on, reach out to him. They have not responded to me, so it's up to you if you want to hear from him. I don't think anybody does, though. Tomorrow, Nicole Rigoni, that's what she said. Scott Evans, Helena High coach. We'll get an update on Caden Hewitt. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow, Thursday at 4. Go to jasonwalkershow.com anytime for anything. See you tomorrow.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.